Hey, DeMar. Just how comfortable do you feel you were? I mean, to be in that position to, inbound the ball, try to make a play there at the game on the line like that.
I felt good. It's comfortable. Just going on my reads, understanding what was going to be open. Got a good look. Even with a double clutch, we're in and out.
I mean, Domas obviously talked about just the way that third quarter ended and when they got back into it. Do you feel like you guys are able to sustain a game when if you go cold like that on the offensive end?
Yeah, it's first game. It's a great learning experience, because that lapse in that game, I think that's what, made it tough on us. I felt like the whole game up to that point, we had the whole game in control. We played well, we defended well. They only hurt us when we hurt ourselves and gave them open shots. But, as long as we limit that moment, that stretch that we had in the third quarter, we pull out a victory. But like I said, it's a great learning experience.
I know the result is not what you guys want, but the reception you got tonight from the fans and just the environment of being inside of Golden One, just what was like that?
It's amazing, man. I always say to still be playing in this league, as long as I've been playing in this league, and still be appreciated, still wanted by the fans, and still be able to perform at a high level. I don't take none of these moments for granted at all. We only get a certain amount of time to play this game, and we all want to be loved and appreciated for what we do on the court. So that was great.
Obviously, the first game, and you mentioned it being a learning experience. Just stylistically, how would you gauge where you guys are at with what you'd like to do, joining a team that shoots a lot of threes, does a lot of DHO stuff? Where are you guys at in that process?
I think we was rusty with a lot of things, but the effort was there. We competed, we moved the ball. Once we get that rhythm with one another, I think everything fit in perfectly. Understanding what guys like the ball, get to their spots, everything. But for the most part, I'm happy how aggressive we was, how we competed. And it just sucks we didn't get the victory.
DeMar, you've been learning, to play with a new group. They're learning to play with you. And now, in a sense, you're kind of doing it again with Kev and Trey coming into the mix. What's that? Can you just talk a little bit about that? Whether that, is kind of has that been difficult? Is it maybe going to be?
I think the most difficult part is helping them get their rhythm, because they haven't been able to do training camp with us. They miss preseason. And when you miss a lot of little things like that, it's tougher to get rhythms going for them. So I think, that's the tough part. Once they rhythm get going, it's going to be a lot easier on us all.
I guess kind of along those lines, DeMar, obviously it's early. Mike just told us he's still trying to figure out some of the rotations and different lineups. But he specifically said he isn't comfortable with playing you in as many minutes as you did tonight. But how did you just feel with some of the different lineups and rotations tonight?
I felt great. I felt fine. When I'm out there, I just like to play more than anything. Be competitive, but incorporating two guys in, that haven't, played preseason, like I said, it's tough. But once we get the rhythm of everything, we gonna be fine.
DeMar, you've been on some really good teams over the course of your career, but having I guess a unique group like this where you can have 3 20-point scores, Fox can have an 11-assist night. How big of a difference is that with anything you've experienced before in your career?
Man, it's amazing. How dynamic this team is incredible. I got the utmost confidence in this group of guys. Once we get a rhythm, a feel, and we gonna continue to get better with it every single day. But this team is extremely dynamic. What we able to do on both ends, and like I said, once that rhythm comes, it's definitely gonna be scary.
DeMar, Julius obviously had a role in the night, and you and Keegan had took turns, but you kind of took the bulk of guarding them. Was that in the game plan, or was
Yeah. That was my matchup. Give it credit. Julius is a hell of a player. He's an all-star, high-caliber player. And tonight was the night. We tried to make it tough on Ant. He went 10 for 24. I think we thought we did a great job, but guys in this league extremely relentless and, talented. Julius had it going tonight, and we still gave ourselves a chance to win the ball game. It just works out that way.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Mark.
Appreciate it.